Hi everyone, this is Paul Stapley back with Light and Sound. I'm here to give you an overview of our 1.5 update for the chamber strings. So the first thing you'll probably notice is that we have a brand new user interface. We rebuilt it from the ground up, but we've wanted to try and keep the essence of the old UI so it didn't feel too dissimilar. We'll start with the mics. Firstly, we still have the ability to control your fader levels, and you can also pan your mics now. Generally speaking, you'll only want to pan the close ribbon and the close, which is the leader mic, because everything else contains panning information. But if you did want to get a little bit tweaky with it, the option's there. Additionally, we've got the mic outputs just as normal, and you can purge and unload mics by using the colored mic. And we also added VU meters for each mic position. So if we just play. We also updated the range and split slider to be articulation specific, so that now we can have settings for every single articulation on a patch basis. So if for the legato lungs, we want to have a nice big range. So right now this is more of a softer patch, and then we want the legato tremolos to be as normal. It will now save based on whichever articulation you've got, and you can do this for every single different one, it doesn't matter. And then you can still set them back to default by just control clicking. We also updated the key switch offset so that it actually now updates the key switch that you have active. You can also move around articulations within the instrument. So if you're used to a different sort of setup, or if you only want to have, a few of them, you can just disable the ones that you don't want and just put them in any order that you'd like. This also saves the range and split slider information based on the articulations. So if you set up legato longs and then move it somewhere else, it will save the information to that key switch with you. We also updated the Garzo system, rebuilt from the ground up. It's a lot more smooth, a lot more clean and clear, but we also decided to have it interact with the releases, so that if you do a long release, you can trigger a legato transition from within that release. This allows you to simulate sort of bow change legatos, or just how players normally start playing towards the end of a bar, or if they're about to do a bow change, they'll usually slow down just before the note. So you can sort of do that and then trigger your legato transition. It's a small detail, but I think it's an important one to take advantage of. We also re-recorded the Cello Lungs and an entire new bass. So now you have the low C, that's C0, up to the high F. So the range is the same as the cello, but just an octave down. You'll also find that we've got the dynamic longs recorded for the bass as well, and it's an entirely new bass. It's the same player, just with a slightly different bass, so they had the drop C string. For the dynamic long patches, or any patch that only has one dynamic layer, we introduced a filter to emulate the change of timbre within the instrument, so everything will feel just a little bit more realistic. Lastly, there's the true legato, which if you disable, will then play a simple scripted legato. So if you just want to save on resources, you can still have your legato patches, but with the true legato disabled. Okay, thanks for your time. I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one.